My 24 male wife 24 female told me she might cheat on me if I don't give her enough time attention once I finish nursing school and start working. She told me this after hearing from someone that nurses get cheated on a lot because of their long shifts and not having enough time for their partners, etc. I am in nursing school right now, and even though I balance my school work and life pretty well, I probably still don't spend as much time as I could with her and don't always feel support from her part. She hates me going to school because it takes attention away from her. She wants to have my attention 24/7 and gets upset when I do anything that doesn't involve her. She is a difficult person to deal with who has views that are illogical, which unfortunately get enhanced by her parents who don't think she does anything wrong. She has low self-esteem, and is always checking my phone and location and stuff like that due to past relationships she's had. I never check her phone or even ever have any thoughts that she's cheating on me. She also gets mad easily and often loses control, which leads to fights and arguments. Things have gotten a lot better from where we started, probably due to the fact that I am a very patient person. However, this comment she made really got to me. I asked her if she was serious and she just said, "Who knows? Anything can happen." That's why I always tell you to give me time and attention. We've had a lot of problems in the past, but I believe we have been better than ever as of recently. So this comment she made really confused me. How am I supposed to interpret that? I know there are a lot more reasons for me to leave her than to be with her, but I really do love her and would prefer to work hard to make it work rather than taking the easy way out. Edit. So many replies to my post. Thank you all for the advice. I know what needs to be done. I've known for a while now. I know that I've put up with more than anyone else would have, but it's just so hard for me. I don't know what I'm afraid of. I think my biggest fear is regretting my decision of leaving her. I'm afraid of missing her and wanting her back, and maybe I'm even afraid of being alone. I also don't want to hurt her. No matter what she's done or said to me, I would never want to hurt her, or anyone for that matter. The only thing stopping me is fear. I've ended toxic relationships in the past and got over them, but it's still hard. I've recently gone through a loss of my brother, which I took pretty hard. And even then she wasn't very supportive and made some out-of-line comments regarding the situation. Nevertheless, I didn't want to be alone in those moments dealing with my brother's death. I think his death affected me a lot, and I really just don't want to be alone. But I don't know what to do anymore. The only possible thing I see that could save this marriage would be marriage counseling and individual counseling. After that, I will be able to say I tried it all and end it there. Thank you all for sharing your experiences and tips. Believe it or not, I read through all of them and took something out of each and every one. I will do what needs to be done. Dude. No. Call this quits. This girl is incredibly unaware of how to treat someone in a relationship. She should never be checking your phone and location or telling you that she will cheat on you. This is awful. I can empathize that you would rather cut off your own legs than leave her, but come on, man. She doesn't support you. She doesn't trust you. And to top it off, she's now justified internally that it's okay to cheat on you. Get out, man. You are worth more than this. This isn't the easy way out. This is someone who just plainly doesn't realize how damaging her words' actions are, because you will sit there and suffer through it. I don't think you will ever be able to make her understand. Toxic. She needs to walk it back. Babe, cheat on me and we are done. No compromise. Threaten to betray me again, and the result will be the same. Edit. Thanks for the award, you appropriate tone 4747. Sadly, I think you know what this shows. This is a threat, and one that both undermines you and also gives her a get out of jail excuse if she does cheat. The line "but it's your fault" will be used especially if the logic isn't there in other situations. My recommendation is explain that while you will make time for the relationship and sometimes you might fail to give 100% due to work, you will always do your best. But that it's never an excuse or can be used as a threat of cheating. Otherwise, get out now and find a partner that will help work with the time you have free, not use it against you. Overall, both parties in a relationship need to work with each other for time together to keep it alive and beget weaponize that time. Second story. Just found out my sister-in-law is being used by her husband to raise his kids as he cheats on her every weekend with men and women. Husband says I would be leaving them motherless and need to mind my business. My sister-in-law is married to my husband's brother. 7 years ago, his first wife died in a car accident, leaving behind 3 young girls. 2 years after that, he met my now sister-in-law. She is one of the sweetest women I've ever met. I was just recently married to my husband when we met and moved to his hometown, and she took me under her wing and integrated me into her friend group and made me feel very comfortable. She stepped up to raise the 3 girls who were all under 4 when their mother passed, and she is a stay-at-home mom. She has infertility issues and can't conceive. My brother-in-law always seemed like a decent guy. I never got the impression he was a grimy person. Last weekend my friend Tony and I went out to brunch because he's been abroad for a year. For context, Tony is gay. We were talking and catching up, and all of a sudden his face lit up and he told me he had to tell me something that happened a few months ago that he wanted to tell me about but wanted to wait until we were in person to chat. He went on to say that his other friend from our city told him he was hooking up with a married man and that he was looking for a threesome partner and invited Tony as they were going on a vacation to the country Tony was studying in. He asked to see his face, and when his friend showed him the pictures he started screaming because he thought it was my husband at first until he started looking closer and realized it wasn't him but must be a relative of my husband's. He went on to my Instagram and confirmed it was my brother-in-law. He wanted me to know he turned it down but that my brother-in-law was cheating. It all aligned because I remember my brother-in-law going on vacation to this country a few months ago for business. I asked for Tony Friend's number and he gave it to me. Me and his friend spoke and he told me that my brother-in-law has been cheating on my sister-in-law for years with multiple men and women. He sent me text of my brother-in-law video recording showing it came from his number of him saying how he hated my sister-in-law but only was with her so she could raise his kids. He only got with her because she's very responsible and motherly and she can't have kids of her own, so he's actually doing her the favor of being a mom since she could never be that. And that they're both using each other for something, so he's not a bad person. I was sick to my stomach. I told my husband about everything and he was as shocked as I was. He kept focusing on the fact that his brother is gay rather than the cheating and the using, but he told me that I need to mind my business and that if I love my nieces, I would keep my mouth shut. That all they've known for the past 5 years is my sister-in-law and they all call her mom, and tearing that apart because of business that has nothing to do with me makes me as bad as my brother-in-law. I told my husband he disgusts me and that my sister-in-law is in her early 30s, has a well-paying degree, and I'm sure she could go find a man that truly loves her rather than being used to raise someone else's kids, as they have threesomes and orgies with half the city. My husband is saying I should butt out, but I can't stop thinking that I should tell my sister-in-law. Third story. I just found out that my late wife 55 female was cheating on me 48 male, but I don't know with whom. My 55 female wife died of throat cancer that had spread to her brain 2.5 months ago. I 48 male am obviously still very upset, but have slowly been making steps toward in life. Just to be clear, we have 3 adult kids together. Earlier this week, I received text messages from a number that I didn't recognize, claiming that they and my wife had been having an affair before she had become bedbound. In fact, they had apparently been together behind my back for 3 years. Of course, I was hesitant to believe this, but then the person revealed multiple things about my wife's and I's relationship. And just about my wife, that only us or our kids would know. 1. My wife had a scar near her private area from an accident in college, and the person was able to specifically say what shape the scar was and where it was positioned. 2. My wife and I used to dance to the song Always by Bon Jovi when we were alone. The person said that my wife used to make fun of this and said that it was a stupid idea. 3. The person was able to accurately guess all of my wife's favorite things to do during X. The person was also able to tell me the poem I have engraved on our cat's collar for my wife, and was also able to accurately guess several things about me that only my wife or previous girlfriends would have known. I don't know how to feel about this. I am absolutely devastated. This ducking sucks. Sorry to hear OP. What was the purpose of this pos messaging you? Like you haven't already suffered enough. I don't know. They said that they blamed me for my wife dying because I could have done a better job taking care of her. Fourth story. Wife cheating with co-worker. I just found out that my wife has been cheating on me with one of her co-workers. I am devastated and don't know what to do. I've confronted her about it and found out she's been doing it for the past 3 months. She's been having more sex with him than she has with me in the past 3 months and had let him finish in her multiple times. I love this woman too much to completely end the 14-year relationship we have. My heart says work it out and find a way for the trust to be rebuilt, but everything else is telling me to get a divorce immediately. I have been a devoted husband for the past 2 years and devoted boyfriend for the previous 12 years. 14 years down the drain. I feel so betrayed and heartbroken and so angry at myself for being such an understanding husband. I let her go out and do whatever she wished because I trusted that our relationship was strong. But now I am afraid to even let her go to work. I really want her to just quit and be a stay-at-home wife since I make enough to support us. But then I feel that is further punishing me because now, on top of my wife having unprotected sex with another man, I now have to pay for everything just to have the peace of mind that she's not spreading her legs for other co-workers. I feel so dumb. Calm down and take a deep breath first. That all is fresh on you and you shouldn't make any decisions about your future right now. First thing you should do are the really important things. Go to a doctor and get tested for STDs. Better safe than sorry. Ask your wife to stay somewhere else so that you have some time for yourself and can think about your future without being influenced by her. Talk to friends and family and ask them for support. Please stay away from any alcohol or drugs. They won't help you. Your wife decided that she no longer wants to be married to you already. Maybe she changed her mind by now, but at one point she decided that it is more important to her to have sex with her co-worker than to be married to you. She knew that this could mean the end of your marriage if you find out and still decided to do it. That is the decision she made. She doesn't respect or love you and you can no longer trust her. Reconciliation is possible. Always, but it is a hard and tough road. Stay on your own for some time and make a decision. Ask her to not contact you until you contact her. Once you made a decision, meet with her again. If it is a decision for divorce, then meet with a lawyer before you meet with her. If it is a decision for reconciliation and she wants that as well, then make a list of things that need to happen in the future. But first of all, please get tested for STDs. Who knows how many that coworker already has? Better safe than sorry. You are worth so much more than to be treated this way. And it also tell her that if she has any contact to that guy during your separation time, that it is over right away. She has to find a way to avoid him at work or even better quit her job. But that is something she should do on her own, if she wants to stay with you, without you having to ask for it. Hit like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing to our channel.